Good day, Mr. Alfred and Mrs. Gina White. This is Vanessa Ambat from Brisbane campus doing LAWS20059, Corporations and Business Structure. Right now, my job is to provide you an advice regarding the most suitable business structure for your chosen business venture. According to my source, you are planning to start managing a bakery business which is located in your town. I heard also that you are a retired cook and you wanted to continue your passion related to cooking by opening a bakery business. On the other hand, your wife, Mrs. Gina, will take care of the register or the till, and she will ensure that the customer are well satisfied by offering an outstanding customer service. Not only that, I was informed that you are not only after the profit that you can gain from the business, but you wanted to help and train the unemployed youth in your area. I am happy that you have chosen to invest in bakery business and to be able to provide you the correct advice. I conducted a study regarding your chosen industry. You know what? Nowadays, baking is one of the money-making business. And the reason behind that is because people are more health conscious and they wanted to eat breads which are rich in protein like brown, multigrain, and rye. And also, bakery is a sweet way to earn profit, but it requires baking skill to become successful. In a small retail business like bakery in your town, the most common business structures are sole trader or sole proprietorship, partnership, and small proprietary limited company. Each business structure has its own advantages and disadvantages, and I will just give you a brief background about sole trader as I wanted to focus on the last two mentioned business structure, which is partnership and small proprietary limited company. Some of the advantages of a sole trader or sole proprietorship are as follows. Since the owner is the solely in control, therefore there is full independence, and this is the simplest and the cheapest entity to establish, as well as the owner takes all the profit. Here are some of the disadvantages of a sole proprietorship or a sole trader. One is unlimited liability. Second is other partner doesn't have any chance to own a portion of the business and to share the risk and reward. Third is limited financial access. And lastly, the business is subject to the life and health of the owner. As I mentioned earlier, I'll be focusing into business structure. First, I will tackle partnership. Here in Queensland, the statutory law that governs partnership is the Partnership Act of 1891 QLB. It tackles the nature of the partnership, the relationship of partners among themselves, relationship of partners with outsiders, and the dissolution of the partnership. And as an additional reference, we will be looking into Halsbury Law of Australia, which is an all-inclusive legal encyclopedia that covers all Australian law. Under Halsbury Law of Australia, partnership defined as an organization of two or more persons operating a business with the intention of creating a profit. Here are some of the advantages of partnership. One is that the setup cost is minimal. Second is that there is a shared responsibility and obligation among the partners. Third is the partners equally share in the profits and losses of the business. And fourth is, even though the partners are not entitled for remuneration, since Mr. and Mrs. White will be working in the company, they can provide the wages for the works that they have done in the company. Here are the disadvantages of a partnership. Partnership is not a separate legal entity, meaning the partners can sue and be sued. So in this case, Mr. and Mrs. White can sue and be sued. Also, the partners are the ones entering the contract and not the partnership. Also, the life of the partnership depends upon the agreement of the partners. And the greatest disadvantage of partnership is the unlimited liability, meaning the partners are liable up to their personal property. Here in Australia, the statutory law that governs the corporations is the Corporation Act 2001. Company here in Australia can be private or public, or it can be limited by share, limited by guarantee, no liability, and unlimited liability. The idea of proprietary limited company started in 1897, coming from the popular English case Solomon versus Solomon and Company. In here, the incorporation was extended to small business, even the business is controlled by only one entrepreneur. The best thing about the company is that it is a separate legal entity, meaning it is a legal person that can sue and be sued. And it has an ability to enter into contract, ability to possess property, and also it has its own legal rights and obligations. In terms of raising capital, the spouses can invite their other family members, friends, and other people that do not exceed the 50 shareholders to invest into their business to increase their capital of the business. However, there is a requirement for companies to be registered to Australian Securities and Investment Commission, which is ASIC, and it requires to meet certain level of documentation. Though the company requires registration in ASIC, I believe that the benefit outweighs the cost. In this, I come to an end. I wanted to say thank you to Mr. and Mrs. White for listening, and hope the information provided in this video helps you to decide which business structure are you going to choose. Thank you and have a lovely day.